the truth behind Love and Hip Hop's power couple might be uglier than anyone imagined. Y'all thought Yandy Smith was the definition of ride or die, the loyal wife who held it down while mendeecees did time. Think again, because her own best friend just went live and dropped a bomb so massive it's shaking the entire franchise to the core. She didn't just spill tea, she set the whole table on fire in what she said. Baby, it's not just gossip, it's betrayal, cover-ups, and receipts. Did Yandy really cheat while mendeecees was locked up? Was that mentor she kept sneaking off with just a business partner, or something much messier? And how deep does this go? This ain't no shade room rumor. We're talking dates, hotel check-ins, dims, even secret rendezvous, covered by the very friend who's now burning it all down the internet. Can't handle it, mendeecees has gone silent in Yandy. She's either hiding or planning her next move. Do buckle up, because this is no storyline. It's a character assassination in real time, and trust me, when a best friend turns enemy, the knives cut deep. Welcome to the scandal Yandy didn't see coming. Let's go. Let's rewind for a second. For years, Yandy Smith and mendeecees Harris were praised as the blueprint for surviving the reality tough curse. From prison visits to business empires, fans were sold a love story stronger than steel. Yandy stood by her man while he served federal time, raised his kids, and became the poster child for loyalty on Love and Hip Hop. Her brand was built on endurance, sacrifice, and black love that could withstand anything. But what happens when the one selling the dream is also the one living a lie? Because now, out of nowhere, her former best friend, someone who had a front row seat to Yandy's life, has gone rogue, and what she revealed on Instagram Live has the internet flipping tables. This wasn't some bitter ex throwing shade on a podcast. No, this was a woman who babysat her kids, who stayed silent during jail calls, who covered Yandy's tracks when she said she was going on business trips, and now she's done playing nice. She called Yandy out by name, exposed her like a tabloid headline on fire, said she protected Yandy for years until Yandy pushed her too far, and what set her off wasn't money, it wasn't clout, it was betrayal. I was never your friend, huh? She shouted into the camera, tears of rage on her face. But I helped you raise your kids. I let people believe you were doing things for me when really I was your decoy. I was covering your ass while you were sneaking off with that so-called mentor. Let's pause right there, because that's when everything flipped. This woman claims Yandy didn't just cheat on mendeecees while he was locked up. She orchestrated a whole double life with her best friend as the cover while the world applauded her loyalty. Yandy allegedly played everyone, and who was the mystery man? According to the friend, he was a well-known figure in Atlanta's underground music scene. No names yet, but she hinted at tattoo studio sessions and a certain hotel suite that Yandy frequented more than her own kitchen. Oh, and it gets worse. This former friend said she kept receipts, screenshots of messages, hotel check-ins, even photos, some grainy, some not, of Yandy and this man looking real cozy in places she had no business being. And guess what? Fans are already digging. Reddit threads, Twitter sleuths, TikTok videos breaking down blurry frames like it's the Zapruder film. And while some are calling cap, others are side-eyeing Yandy's recent behavior. See, it's not just about the friend story, it's the signs people say were there all along the distance. The vibe, the social media shifts. Yandy stopped posting with mendeecees months ago. No anniversary post, no family content, just solo shots, brand collabs, a mysteriously ringless vacation to Ghana. Now suddenly it all makes sense, and mendeecees, he's quiet. Too quiet, and no comments, no clapbacks. But fans noticed he's unfollowed several fan accounts that post about their relationship, and just yesterday he deleted the post where he gushed about Yandy holding him down during prison. Coincidence? Or is mendeecees putting the pieces together too? Now here's Thatcher. You ready? This friend didn't just say Yandy was unfaithful. She said she warned her, that she told her one day, this is all going to blow up, and Yandy laughed it off. She thought she was untouchable, the friend said, but now she's going to learn what loyalty really looks like. When it's gone, let's be honest, this ain't the first time. People question Yandy's perfection. She's been accused of being controlling, cold, and strategic that moment on Love and Hip Hop, when Mendy said he wasn't sure if he would have stayed loyal. If roles were reversed, it stung for a reason, and now, in hindsight, maybe it wasn't. Just cold, maybe it was calculated, but let's get one thing straight. This best friend ain't no saint. Either fans are calling her bitter, clout-chasing, and opportunistic, saying if she really cared, she wouldn't have waited until now. Toss spilled the tea, but her response: I kept quiet out of love, but when someone treats you like garbage after everything you did for them, you stopped protecting them. Phew. And it's not just her talking. Other insiders are starting to whisper a hairstylist who worked with Yandy for years commented on a now-deleted post. This been known behind closed doors. She's still a boss, but yeah. She had her moments. That comment screenshotted and reposted. Over 20,000 times. The cracks are widening. And just when you think it can't get messy, or wait for it, the same friend hinted there's video footage not confirmed yet, but she said they better pray I don't drop the clip, boss. You feel that that's the internet holding its breath, because if video surfaces, if this goes from receipts to undeniable proof, then the whole Yandy, the loyal queen narrative could collapse overnight. And right here, right now, that collapse has already begun, because guess what she said next? She used me like a pawn, like I was disposable, but I know everything. I was there for the prison calls, the baby mama drama, the brand meetings. I kept her secrets when she couldn't even keep her own story straight. And that's where we pick up next. So where were we? Oh, right. The internet was burning. The ex best friend had gone full scorched earth, and fans were flipping sides faster than a Love and Hip Hop reunion episode in just 12 hours. Her live video had been downloaded, screen recorded, translated, and dissected across every platform. Hashtags like Yandy exposed and hashtag free mendeecees were trending, and what truly set the internet ablaze, she didn't just rant, she dropped actual evidence, and not that vague, blurry kind. Either we're talking timestamps, GA tag chicken, screenshots, even a picture of Yandy allegedly standing outside a mid-tier Atlanta hotel, sunglasses on, looking like she didn't want to be seen, but she was seen, and now the world is watching. Let's talk about what exactly this woman revealed, because this wasn't a few petty jabs. This was an organized takedown. She came with a folder, a literal manila folder full of screenshots, messages, voicemails, and insider tea. In one voicemail, supposedly left by Yandy, you can hear a hushed voice say, "Tell him I'm at a meeting. I'll be back before the kids wake up." The woman on the live held her phone to the mic like it was the smoking gun. A meeting, she snapped. Nassus, you were with a man who kept calling you business by, let's be honest. The live exploded in real time. Thousands of comments rolled in per second, even some reality TV castmates started lurking in the chat, and when fans saw a certain Atlanta rapper follow the ex-best friend minutes after the video, the theories went nuclear. Reddit users immediately launched an entire investigation. One user posted a thread titled "Every Clue That Yandy's Been Living a Double Life," with pics. They included posts where Yandy blurred backgrounds in hotel self-videos, where mendeecees looked uncomfortable on cameras, from fans asking why she hadn't worn her wedding ring since the Ghana trip. Suddenly things started adding up. Meanwhile, the ex-best friend wasn't done. In follow-up posts, she wrote, "You can play queen on camera, but I was the one who helped you clean up the mess behind the scenes. Now the cameras are off, and so is my silence." She even claimed Yandy faked some of the family scenes on Love and Hip Hop, saying half those moments were scripted. She cried on cue. Even her jail visits were timed for production. Was that true? Who knows? But in the court of public opinion, perception is power, and the perception was shifting fast. Even longtime fans were posting reaction videos. One user on TikTok said, "I used to defend Yandy against everybody, but this, if even half of this is true, then she's not the woman we thought she was." And then came the fake apology text, a screenshot surfaced allegedly from Yandy, reading, "I'm sorry, things turned out this way. I never wanted to hurt you. You were my friend, but you knew too much. Whether it was real or not didn't matter. It went viral, and while the world debated the truth, Yandy stayed silent. No tweet, no post, not even a cryptic Instagram story. But mendeecees, he made a move late that night. He posted a black screen with white text. Silence is also an answer. Fans went feral. Was it a confirmation, a goodbye, or was he just watching the circus from a distance? Meanwhile, blogs were on fire. Headlines range from Yandy's empire crumbles to mendeecees might file for divorce. Even bloggers who usually defend Yandy started pulling back. One known VH1 insider tweeted, "This ain't even half of what's going on behind the scenes, trust me." And just when you thought it couldn't get juicier, and Mona Scott Young, that's right, the puppet master herself, Allegedly, reached out to the ex-best friend. According to a leaked German mark, Mona offered a sit-down interview for an upcoming douchies titled "Friends Turned Enemies." Yep, they're about to monetize the drama, but the question on everyone's lips was simple. What happens next? Insiders close to the Smith-Harris camp said lawyers are already involved, not just for defamation, but to stop any more footage from leaking. Apparently, there's concern that a video exists of Yandy and Harrileged side piece in a private setting, something she thought would never surface, and now it might. The ex-friend ended her third Instagram live with this: "If she doesn't come clean, I will, and the next thing I post will break the internet." It was part threat, part promise, and now everyone is refreshing their feed like it's the Super Bowl. But let's zoom out for a moment. This isn't just about infidelity. It's about the illusion brand. The empire. Yandy's whole persona was built on loyalty, faith, and public poise. She was supposed to be the example, the unshakable wife. Now that image is cracking, and the woman holding the hammer used to be her biggest fan. Up next, the consequences, because behind the scenes things are getting darker. Contracts, sponsors, lawsuits, and something even scarier. Mendy says next move, the fallout has officially begun. By the time Monday morning hit, the entire Love and Hip Hop universe had collapsed into chaos. What started as one woman's Instagram live had turned into a full-blown media firestorm, and now everyone wants to know what happens to Yandy now that the image is shattered and the walls are closing in. Let's start with the basics. The legal response, according to multiple sources, Yandy's team has reached out to attorneys to prepare for potential lawsuits. Word is she's looking to hit her ex-friend with a cease and desist order, claiming defamation, privacy violations, and emotional distress. But here's the problem. None of this friend's content has been taken down. It's still up, still spreading, still causing irreversible damage. In fact, one of the more recent leaks includes an alleged email between Yandy and a media consultant asking them to spin the narrative if anything ever came out. That email, it was dated 6 months ago, meaning Yandy knew something like this could happen, and the silence is no longer working in her favor. Fans who once stood by her are demanding answers. Bloggers are calling her out. Even fellow reality stars are jumping, and not necessarily taking sides, but definitely not defending her either. And then there's mendeecees. Let's talk about his next move, because now it's not just about betrayal, it's about humiliation in private circles. Word is mendeecees feels played like he was the last to know, like he defended Yandy for years only to find out he might have been just another piece in her PR puzzle. He hasn't gone live, he hasn't done an interview, but insiders say he's furious, and considering how protective he is of his image, this scandal could lead him to make the one move everyone's been whispering about: divorce. It's not confirmed, but the signs are everywhere. He's removed all traces of Yandy from his Instagram, even his bio changed. It used to say father, husband, king. Now just father, entrepreneur, cold. And it doesn't stop. Their sponsors tied to Yandy's skincare line are reportedly reevaluating their partnerships. Her upcoming wellness retreat has paused ticket sales and a speaking engagement she was booked for in Atlanta next month quietly canceled. The dominoes are falling fast. But what's worse than the brand unraveling the emotional carnage? In another follow-up live, the ex-friend broke down crying, not with rage this time, but with heartbreak. "I loved her," she said. "I really did. I covered for her, defended her, gave her the benefit of the doubt, but she made me feel disposable now. Now I know I was just part of the lie. That moment hit people differently because this wasn't just mess. It was personal human retreat. Reminded everyone that behind every scandal is a real history of friendship, loyalty, and betrayal." Meanwhile, Mona. Scott Young is rumored to be circling like a hawk. VH1 reportedly wants to offer both women a sit-down exclusive special to air mid-season. Think Red Table Talk meets reunion bloodbath. Will it happen? That depends on whether Yandy breaks her silence. So far, she's only posted one cryptic Instagram story, a black screen with the words, "Let the truth speak for itself." Until then, protect your peace, but the truth is already out, or at least the version the world is running with. And if there's more footage, if the ex-friend realitos have that clip, then it might not just be a scandal, it might be a career-ending event. There's also buzz about mendeecees potentially doing a one-on-one interview. A source close to him said he's been approached by 2 major platforms to set the record straight. If he does it, if he confirms even half of what's been said, it's game over. Let's not forget this couple was the backbone of a franchise. They weareth. Once fans believed in the ones who seemed to survive every storm, but now we're asking, was any of it real? The reunion clips, the jail visits, the vow renewals, was it just branding, just storyline material to keep the empire afloat? And most importantly, what does this mean for the fans who trusted Yandy's image? Because that's what makes this different. It's not just another messy breakup, it's the crumbling of a brand built on the back of struggle, resilience, and black love. Yandy was the narrative, and now she's the warning, the moral of this entire meltdown. Even the cleanest image can turn dirty when loyalty is weaponized and secrets become content. As for the ex-best friend, she's not backing down. Her final words on the latest: "Liv, I told y'all this ain't over, and next time it won't be screenshots, it'll be video. So if she wants to clear her name, now's the time before I really go viral." And that, boss, is how a sisterhood turned into a scandal, and how a legacy might fall apart, not because of hate, but because of the truth finally catching up. Now it's just a matter of time, and the internet, it's not waiting patiently. Say less. So here we are, standing in the ashes of what used to be love and hip-hop's golden couple. What started as a tearful ride or die narrative has now morphed into a cautionary tale of secrets, silence, and betrayal. Yandy Smith, once celebrated for her loyalty and poise, is now facing a wave of backlash that not even the best PR team can hold back. And the person lighting the fuse, her own best friend, the woman who knew where all the bodies were buried and decided to dig them up on Instagram Live. But now we turn to you. What do you believe? Yandy guilty of running a secret affair while portraying herself as the perfect wife on national television? Or is this just another bitter ex-friend, clout chasing with half-truths and a broken heart? Should mendeecees walk away after staying loyal through federal prison and family drama, only to get blindsided by betrayal? Or is this the moment where real forgiveness gets tested? And more importantly, if fate video drops, will Yandy be able to recover? Or will this be the final nail in her carefully curated empire? Let us know in the comments below, because this isn't just tea. This is a boiling pot, ready to spill over. Drop your thoughts, pick a side, ask the hard questions, and if you thought this was wild, just wait until the next episode. Hit that like button, share this with someone who still thinks reality TV is all fake, and don't forget to subscribe, because the truth, it's only just getting started. This story isn't over. In fact, it might just be the beginning. Stay tuned, stay loud, and stay ready, because when ex-besties become whistleblowers, nothing is secret node, even black love. Black love.